President Tinubu presides over FEC meeting. Death toll hits 7 in Zakat almsgiving event. Academic activities resume in universities as SANU NASU warning strike ends. And on the foreign scene, Senegal opposition candidate closing in on victory as ruling camp banks on second round. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Nwafo. Thank you for joining us. Now, President Bola Tinubu on Monday presided over the Federal Executive Council FEC meeting at the Council Chambers of the State House, Abuja. The meeting was attended by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemi Eson, and the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila. Absent with the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu and Minister of Police Affairs Ibrahim Gaidam. At the last council meeting held 2 weeks ago, the Minister of Information and National Organization Idris disclosed President Tinubu's stance on the safe return of kidnapped school students and other individuals kidnapped in Borno, Kaduna and Sokoto states, saying no ransom payments will be made on any of the victims. The minister also disclosed that the government was reviewing the security support offer made by the United States and other countries. He added that the position of the government will soon be made known on the proposals. The death toll from a stampede at the venue of a Zakat almsgiving event in Bauchi State on Sunday has increased to 7, with 3 additional women reported dead. The stampede occurred at the Shafa Holdings Company PLC headquarters in North Road during the distribution of Zakat by a Bauchi-based philanthropist. The distribution was said to have begun smoothly, with beneficiaries, mostly women, called in groups to receive items, until restlessness among others led to a struggle to gain access to the premises. The spokesman of the State Police Command, SP Ahmed Wakili, in an interview with journalists on Monday, disclosed that 2 more women died at the Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital, adding that the 3rd woman died at home. He gave the names of the casualties as Aisha Usman, age 13, Sahura Abubakar, age 55, Aisha Ibrahim Abubakar, age 43, and Khadija Isa, aged 8. The rest are Maryam Suleiman, age 20, Maryam Shuibu, 16 years of age, and Hassana Saidu, age 53. Academic activities in universities across Kano State have resumed following the suspension of the 7-day war strike by the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union, NASU. Now, the strike action was suspended following a directive from the national body of the associations. According to SANU Secretary at the Bayero University, Kano, Nura Garba, the suspension is temporary as the national body is built to meet with the federal government and other stakeholders on Wednesday. The week-long strike action in some of the universities in the state affected activities as students missed exams when the associations shut the gate of BUK. However, it was guarded that activities had returned to normal as all units and departments had reopened for full operations in universities across the state. Part of the issues that led to the strike action are renegotiation of the 2009 agreement, the issue of 25 or 35% of salary increment, minimum wage arrears, and the issue of the 50 billion naira the government promised as earned allowance. One soldier has been killed after terrorists suspected to be Boko Haram insurgents on Saturday night attacked a military base in Gujba local government area of Yobe State. The suspected insurgents reportedly stormed the town by midnight, shooting sporadically before attacking the military base. They were later repelled by troops who chased them out to the surrounding bush. Police spokesman in the state, Abdul Karim, who confirmed the attack, also stated that a military patrol vehicle was also searched by the suspected terrorists. A federal high court in Abuja has scheduled May 13th for the arraignment of 4 suspects arrested in connection with the abduction of the University of Abuja lecturers and their children in 2021. Gunmen on November 2nd, 2021 invaded the senior staff quarters of the University of Abuja at the Gwagwalada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and abducted no fewer than 6 lecturers. The gunmen, numbering over 20, were said to have shot their way to the compound and whisked away their victims. The kidnapped victims were Basi Ubom, including his son and daughter, Professor Joseph Adavani, Dr. Ferguson Tobins, Muhammad Sambo, Ofyong Ubom, John and Fidelis Ubansa. The kidnappers' arraignment, which was slated for Monday, could not hold as the court was on vacation. The matter, which is before Justice Donatus Okuruwu, was adjourned till May 13. A magistrate court sitting in Yaba, Lagos, has arraigned one John Oko, 860, for allegedly stealing 3 cars. Defendant is facing a 1-count charge of stealing 3 cars with a total value of 9.8 million naira. Delivering the judgment, Magistrate O.Y. Adefokpe, who presided over the case, said the man should be remanded in the prison. Prosecutor Haruna Magaji revealed to the court that the reported offences occurred in November of 2022. He further stated that the alleged offences contravened sections 280 subsection 1A and 314 subsection A of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015. The defendant pleaded not guilty to the 2 charges against him. Magistrate Adefokpe granted him bail of 1 million naira with 2 sureties and adjourned the case to April 19, 2024. Over in Ondo State, the police command has arrested a 17-year-old girl, Omaomi Aduloju, for stabbing her auntie to death in Oda Road, Akure, the Ondo State capital. The police was informed on Sunday, 17th March 2024, about the death of over 50-year-old woman Florence Fumilayo Adebayo in her home. The police took the remains to the morgue, and during cleanup, a mark of violence was observed, while a knife was also found at the scene of crime. Preliminary investigation revealed that the deceased lived with her niece, Omomi Aduloju, aged 17 years, who suddenly disappeared and locked the door. The teenager was later arrested by the police and was interrogated on what happened to her foster mother. The suspect, who confessed to the crime, said she stabbed and locked her up in the house because she was always disturbing her to use her medication. Still on court matters in Kano State, the High Court sitting in Bompai has granted bail to TikToker Muruja Ibrahim. The court granted her bail of 500,000 naira with 2 reliable sureties. According to the bail condition, one of the sureties must be a close relation to the applicant and the other must be in possession of a landed property with certificate of occupancy in Kano State. The court also directed the Commissioner of Police to ensure the observance of the above stated bail condition relating to prohibition of posts or comments on social media, adding that in the case of any breach, the Commissioner should immediately arrest the applicant and bring her to court. The presiding judge, Justice Nasiru Saminu, also ordered the Kano Hospital Management Board and the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital to provide the court with the applicant's psychiatric evaluation report within 7 days. The Kano State Hisba Board in February arrested the popular female TikToker over alleged immorality. The presiding judge adjourned to 16th May 2024 for address by parties on both sides. Now, in an effort to fight against tuberculosis disease in Bauchi State, the people who have persistent cough symptoms have been advised to use diagnosis and treatment centers at various local government areas of the state. Sources closed during a press briefing in commemoration of the World Tuberculosis Day, celebrated globally on the 24th of March by the World Health Organization, WHO. Trust Mr. Damu Imam tells us more.
This year's commemoration of World Tuberculosis Day is designed to build public awareness that TB remains an epidemic in most parts of the world, causing death of nearly 1.5 million people each year, mostly in developing countries. Nigeria ranks 6th among the high-burden countries in the world and first in Africa. Against this background, health experts said in 2023, Bauchi State detected and notified 9,332 drug-susceptible TB cases as against 7,000 806 in 2022.
Is we can end tuberculosis, and I believe we can end it. Reason because among all the chronic diseases, tuberculosis is a disease that once you start medication, you can achieve 100% cure. Because unless otherwise, if there's a problem, and those problems are well known to all of us, the faulty drug, and probably having some infection with drug-resistant strain of Mycobacterium tuberculosis.
On the issue of distance of the facility for tuberculosis patients to access, the health expert says they have already put measures in place to address that.
Of drugs, because we have adequate supply of drugs. We don't have issue of diagnosis because we have fairly widespread diagnostic centers. What our main challenge is for people that are coughing for 2 weeks or more. Anybody that is coughing for 2 weeks or more is presumed to have tuberculosis, and therefore he should go to the nearest center where this diagnosis can be made free of charge. And if he is found to have TB, the treatment is for 6 months and the drugs is free of charge. So our main challenge in a nutshell is that people are not accessing the services.
The breakthrough action in collaboration with Bakatma, however, enjoined media and relevant stakeholders to create awareness that tuberculosis disease is curable. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Now, over in Akwa Ibom State, the House of Assembly a member of the House of Assembly, Moses Essien, said the state government is putting up measures to bolster the health sector and reduce the incidence of absconding of government-sponsored medical students. Essien, the only lawmaker at the Assembly from the Young Progressive Party and chairman of the Committee on Health, while speaking with journalists at the weekend in Uyo, expressed sadness over the growing number of students absconding after undergoing a training program facilitated by the state government outside the country. The lawmaker, who represents Ibionu Ibom State constituency, said that the state government is deeply concerned about the practice and has brought out a policy that would address it. He added that a large chunk of the 2024 budget was earmarked to revamp the health sector. The lawmaker urged insinuations that he was planning to dump the YPP for the People's Democratic PDP. This is the news update on Trust TV. Up ahead, mixed reactions trail Katsina State Government 10 billion Naira Ramadan feeding program. More when we return. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, it's the news update on Trust TV. Now a recap of our top stories. President presides over FEC meeting. And we told you that death toll hit 7 in Zakat almsgiving event. In an effort to alleviate economic hardships and inflation, Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Zulum has distributed food palliatives to over 52,500 households and 7 local governments in southern Borno. Additionally, 100 million naira to support agricultural activities for 2,000 youths and women. Trust FA's Butchers Kurisi tells us more.
The food distribution, which kicked off at the Biu Stadium, covered local councils of Biu, Shani, Chibok, Askira-Oba, Kwayar Kusa, Bayo, and Hawul. The distributed food palliatives included bags of rice and maize grains. In addition to distributing food palliatives, the governor also allocated 100 million naira to over 2,000 youths and women to support food production initiatives. The deputy governor of Borno State, Usman Kadafur, urged beneficiaries to utilize the grant judiciously for the intended purpose. Deputy Governor of Borno State, Usman Kadafur, announced that the governor commissioned a water project in Hawul, local government in southern Borno. The Azare water project features a combined 565,000-litre capacity reservoir, a 400,000-litre corrugated tank, and another 165,000-litre corrugated overhead tank, standing at a height of 12 meters, all powered by a 22,000 kV solar power system. The Commissioner of Water Resources highlighted that the state government constructed 10 basement and hybrid boreholes, 17 hand pump boreholes, and rehabilitated 20 in Hawul local government.
The project also consists of a facility office, pump house, gate house, perimeter fencing, and also construction of over 3-kilometer distribution network to Azare town from the facility, and patient point of batteries of taps separate across the city, across the town, in various locations, sir.
During his visit to Biu, Governor Zulum also laid the foundation for the construction of an eye and dental hospital. He stated that the project is in fulfillment of his campaign promises and aims to ensure affordable healthcare service delivery to the people of Borno. Additionally, he approved funds to upgrade Biu General Hospital to a specialist hospital.
I want to direct the contractors to ensure that this project is completed within a period of 6 months.
This will make Borno State the only state above the Niger which has got eye hospital and dental hospital in every senatorial district.
The Zulum administration says it is committed to delivering on his manifesto for the overall growth and development of Borno State. Bitrus Kuruti, Trust TV News, Maiduguri.
Still in Borno State, Governor Babagana Zulum has outlined plans for the state to become an exporter of sesame and cash crops like maize and cassava in the near future. Now, speaking during a visit to the Koiri irrigation farm along the Maiduguri-Magumeri Road, he emphasized his administration's commitment to achieving food sufficiency and promoting irrigation agriculture. The governor revealed plans to expand the farm to 300 hectares, with 100 hectares to be cultivated in each senatorial zone. The Koiri irrigation scheme aims to produce over 1,092 tons of maize and other crops annually, with a pilot project on 20 hectares targeting 364 tons of maize and sesame in one crop cycle.
To cultivate a minimum of 100 hectares at a time. Then we have the cost so that I will ensure that funds are released on time. But you also have to take note of the availability of critical irrigation systems in our place. You have to compare and contrast which of the methods shall we adopt. But I believe down the northern part of the state, drip irrigation is something that we shall work on.
And now we move to Katsina State, where residents have voiced mixed sentiments regarding the implementation of the 10 billion Naira Ramadan package in the state, urging Governor Rada to ensure close monitoring of the program. Concerns have been raised regarding the quality and quantity of meals being served at various levels, despite the substantial amount of money allocated for this purpose. Abdullah Yamadi gives a situation report on process in several local government areas of Katsina State for Trust TV News.
While some residents express disappointment over the quality and quantity of the Ramadan package, others admit they are not even aware of the government's commitments in that regard. This disparity in awareness and satisfaction highlights the importance of effective communication and transparency in government initiatives ensuring that all citizens are informed and involved in the processes that affect them.
Probably it may be in the near future, but not yet.
How can such minimal support be beneficial? The governor should focus on initiatives that genuinely improve people's lives, such as infrastructure projects. The Katsina State government, in response to concerns regarding the 10 billion naira 2024 Ramadan feeding program for first residents, asserts that the initiative is achieving significant success throughout the state. Musa Adamu Funtua, the State Commissioner of Environment, explained in an exclusive interview with Trust TV News in Katsina that, contrary to some misconceptions, the Ramadan package includes the provision of meals in all 361 political wards across the 34 local government areas of the state, among other benefits. Funtua further clarified that each political ward in Katsina State receives a 500 kilogram bag of rice, which is then prepared and served as a meal to over 200 people, aiming to alleviate the challenges faced by fasting residents during Ramadan.
You have to understand that there is a category or mode of distribution, like Quranic school and Quranic school, clergy, all people, all category, women are vulnerable. Then what am I going to orphanages and other things. So it's a multi-dimension approach, purposely connecting and both connecting and non-connecting to solve this problem, because the situation is very bad.
The commissioner further explained that the aim is to stabilize market prices and mitigate the impact of the current economic challenges resulting from fuel subsidy removal and uncontrolled inflation. Trust TV News observed officials serving meals to people in Batagarawa, Mashi, Bindawa, Faskari, Ingawa, Kafuru, and Danja local government areas of Katsina State just minutes before breaking the fast. Some Katsina residents noted that the Ramadan meal has notably improved their lives despite concerns over the significant amount of money expended. They called on the government to review and enhance the quality and quantity of the meals provided. Please extend our sincere gratitude to Governor Radda. Tell him this is a commendable initiative. I have collected my share, and I believe this will greatly assist poor, vulnerable families and other less privileged individuals in fasting during this holy month with ease. They also called on wealthy individuals to complement the government's efforts in supporting the community during Ramadan. Abdullahi Izuma Yamadi, Trust Television News, Katsina.
And away from Nigeria, Senegal's anti-establishment candidate Bassirou Diomaye Faye appeared early Monday to be closing in on victory in the presidential poll that followed several years of unrest and political crisis, while the governing coalition said it was certain of a second-round vote. Opposition figure Faye had promised to voters profound change and a presidential program of left-wing pan-Africanism. He appeared clearly ahead of the governing coalition's former Prime Minister Amadou Ba, according to provisional results from individual polling stations published by local media and on social networks. At least 7 of the presidential contenders congratulated Faye in light of initial indications from the ongoing vote count. 44-year-old Faye and 62-year-old Ba, both former tax inspectors, had emerged as the favorites to win in a crowded park of 17 candidates. Hundreds gathered at the Faye's campaign headquarters in the capital Dakar late Sunday, singing and dancing to the sound of klaxons and drums. Young people on motorbikes paraded the streets chanting, quote, to the presidential palace. And with that, we've come to the end of the news update at this hour. For more news, programs and documentaries, please do well to follow us on all our social media platforms and our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Nwafo, a member of the news production team. Thank you for joining us.